Hello everyone, you are joining me on a day where I'm going to get some stuff done because there hasn't been an update on our BMWs for a while, and that's because I've been busy, Lewis has been in America, and just things and life are getting in the way. So today I'm hoping to get quite a lot of progress done on our blue E34 525 because I really want to get it on the road ASAP. I've decided that I haven't got any cars for summer. I know I keep banging on about it, but I haven't got anything for summer, and I want to drive a decent car because it's doing my head in. So E34 is getting a big turbo build. So not turbo as in turbo, but turbo as in get it done quick. And I've got a few things to do today, so let's go see it. And this is the one I'm talking about. Now, this is obviously our 525. If you look through our videos, we obviously got this out of a field, or basically this one was in a bush. And we basically pulled it out, and it turned out to be much nicer than all we thought. We didn't even want this one. This was just sort of thrown in with the deal. So with summer being last weekend and me not having any idea what I'm going to be driving this summer, I don't want to miss out. So I'm going to get this car roadworthy with some shiny wheels and some coilovers ASAP. So that means get it sorted. If you haven't watched the last video on this car, you need to go back and check them out because this won't make any sense. But we're carrying on from pretty much where we left off. And that brings us right back here where this fuel pump situation is. Now, obviously, inside here is minging, lots of dirty old fuel. So I'm going to get electric pump in there, get all the dirt and grime out there that I can. And then I've got a new fuel pump hanger, etc. to put back on. So this should be pretty straightforward. Hanger, new fuel lines on it, new pump in there, new sock, and this little plastic thing that I snapped, taking it all apart. So yeah, get all that in there. Wire it all up, and then this should turn and start on the key. And then obviously we need to address the engine. So getting all the fuel out into this dirty horribleness, electric pump, put it on the battery, put it in there, and jobs are good. And this tank's plastic and there's not a bung on the bottom of it, so this is what we're dealing with. It works. Dirty fuel out, new fuel pump is in. The hanger was a nightmare to get in, but before I put that in, I've got my hand in there and scooped out any of the dirt that I could get. So it's actually pretty clear there now, so I'm pretty happy with that. Luckily, it's a plastic tank, so it's not rusty. It's just horrible nastiness in there, so it's fine. I think we're going to be good with this. Let's get it started and then get it on the ramp. See ya. Next day, got some fuel and a battery for the 525. Matt's Skyline here. It's got its new wheels on, and it's he's had the fronts lipped down half an inch, so it's the same spec wheels as my Toyota. I think it looks pretty good, don't you think? It's come in for a air fitting leak. Basically the fitting has died for some reason, I don't know, but I've just driven it for the first time like yesterday, and it's very low. The chassis rails are on the floor. Mental, but looks cool. Get some of this out before we start putting fuel in, shall we? Yuck, disgusting. You're not even holding the camera straight, idiot. What a dream. Fresh fuel, fresh battery. It runs sweet. It's not even misfiring right now. Yeah, see? Let's get it in the workshop, get it on the ramp, and see what we're dealing with. I got a compression tester today, so we're going to compression test it, see what we're dealing with, and go from there. And also, I'm going to show you all the rest of the stuff that I got. And the sender works, because I've put about 2 jerrys in, which would be about quarter a tank. Result. See you later, dogs. I'm not going to leave them. I've got to turn around. Drives alright when it's not misfiring. last time we had it running, let it run and it started misfiring, so yeah. I'm speaking like that because I've got an earphone in my mouth. There's the dogs. This car's a good car, so I'm hoping we can get this together fairly quickly and we don't go into any trouble because I want this to work. We also got to fix that door because it's been open ever since we got it. Oh, nearly hit the gate. What a dream. What a dream. Oh no! It's not happy, is it? Oh, God's sake, now I can't even get out. Let's get on the ramp. So, 34 on the ramp. We've got a bunch of new parts to put on here. So obviously we've got this for the front, this for the rear. We've got front flexies, rear flexies. There's 6 flexies in total, all down there. Plugs, we don't need to put those on yet. Pads, wear sensors, things. These are the dog leg bone things in the back rear control arms. We've got wipers, air filters, oil filters, blah blah blah. The engine stuff will obviously not do that today because we're going to have to probably take the engine apart. Pads obviously, and wipers. Wipers, did I just say that? I don't know. Anyway, we've got wipers for it, so this is a majority of the stuff that we're going to need to make this car drive decent again. And most of this will be going on today, and then I'll do the compression check at the end of the video and see what we're dealing with. Hopefully it gives us some good news. I think it's going to be bad regardless, but yeah. Basically, I think I've already said this, but the theory is see if it's cracked across like multiple heads, or even if it is cracked at all. I think it is, but compression check will definitely tell us if that is the truth. And basically the thought process is if we can just fix this head as opposed to just getting another head and then, you know, skimming that and rebuilding that, probably just cost effective just to fix the one we got. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but that's the plan today. And obviously new battery as well. It's getting a birthday. And so did the 36, by the way. The 36, I've posted it on the community page on YouTube already. It's done, MOT, driving, it's at home. I've machine polished it and everything. I didn't film it because it's pretty boring, but yeah, that car is ready to go, completely rot-free E36. I'm hoping to pay for a lot of the work that goes on this with that car, and obviously the car is a really, really nice car, and someone's gonna get a really decent car. So yeah, I'll put a link in the description to the for sale ad for that, and you can go check it out. But let's rip this car apart and get some new bits on it. Now, I'm hoping that these calipers all round are not seized. I mean, they wasn't seized when we got it and it rolls freely, so I'm hoping they're actually decent. But obviously discs, pads, flexies, and then on the list is a set of coilovers. Now, the coilovers on an E34 actually weld to the bottom of this hub. They're so minging in it. I gotta clean all this up. But yeah, it's a weld-on strut, so if we can buy some secondhand, that'd be good, because BC, although it's the preferred strut that I'd like to put on, I don't have a spare £1,000 to put on a set of coilovers for a quick little turnaround car. So yeah, if you've got any coilovers for an E34, let me know. Half that bush that we pulled it on is still in here. Detailer, for sure. Also, I think I'm going to clean these arches because they're going to come out really, really nice. And upon cleaning, look, it's got a set of Bilsteins on it. That's pretty cool. I thought if I clean this now, when I clean it later, it won't go all over my new brakes. So, thick of citrus pre-wash, let it soak in, get scrubbing. Have a nice clean wheel arch. Polishing not the best tool, but it's working. You know what I mean? It's a two-hander, but we get the job done. This car's so good. Look how clean it is. Like, even the arms are like still black and stuff. It's just so clean. It's so clean. Like, what a car. What a car. Now, I don't mind, you know, cleaning behind the strut when we do get the strut out. And then none of our components, new disc pads and all that get really dirty. So do that on all four arches and then we'll do the brakes. What a honey. I'm so impressed. It looks just, it's just so good. There's like no rot or anything, not even a hint of it. It's just so good. Best car we bought, I think. Nah, no, it's definitely not. The E36 was better, but man, this is good. It has a key mark down here and the paint, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, look. On this rear quarter, something happened. Oh, here again, look. Something happened to the paint when it was in that bush, all along this rear quarter where the bush was. And it's not done wonders to the paint. That is literally as it is. So, maybe we can wet flat that, I don't know. But I reckon with a mop and stuff, this thing's gonna be so clean. And I'm really excited. Come on. You're soaked. Hey! Nice. And of course, pad wear sensor, new flexi, all in. This car is good on this left front, so I'm going to do the rest of them. Just want to say, look how clean and nice these brake lines are. Not even rusty at all. This car just keeps on impressing. There you go. All in there all together. New flexis on there, new thingamajiggies. More flexies on there. Same again, this side, caliper, flexies, disc, pads, shoes, all of that. The only thing I need to do now is replace this hard line just here. As you can see, it's rotten. The rest of them weren't rotten. Like, the rest of them are like really good, like that one. And that's like throughout, but this one here, just a little bit rotten. So we're gonna replace that from there to there, basically. And I spoke too soon. This one right here, we got the caliper off, and this caliper right here, ceased. Now that driver's front, given up. I've tried to free it up, got it in the vise and stuff. It's really solid. So I'm gonna send this off to be rebuilt, replace that hard line in the rear, then all the brakes are new all the way around. Well, new, but working, serviced, all ready to go. And then we won't have any problems with the rest of the brakes. Fingers crossed. Unless the master's dead. And we might put a new master on it if it's cheap enough. I'm not quite sure yet. A master does wonderful things for your brakes, especially when a car like this has been setting and stuff. So yeah, annoyingly I can't finish that, but it doesn't matter because I want to compression test this engine right now and see how disastrous it is for, you know, the next couple of weeks when we're trying to rebuild it. Right, okay. Engine stripped out. I've got all the plugs here and we're going to do a compression test. Now, compression test is right here. If you don't know what a compression tester is, basically you thread the hose into the cylinder head where the spark plugs go, and you turn it over, and this should build pressure, and it should tell you how much pressure is in that cylinder. So we're probably expecting 90 to like 150, I'd say. If it was good, I mean 90 is pretty low. I actually don't know what to expect, but around that sort of area. If they're all pretty much the same all the way along, I'll be a bit confused, because if you watched the last video on this car, we were pretty sure there's a crack in cylinder number 3 through the spark plug hole. So my theory is if we compression test it and it doesn't gain like hardly any compression in number 3, that explains it. But if it's like all the cylinders, no compression, there's an issue. But I'm not expecting that because it runs pretty decent. If there was no compression, it wouldn't actually run. But when it does run, it runs fairly decent. But yeah, my theory is this will tell me roughly how bad it is. I've never done this before. Like, I've never investigated on a cracked head. I know taking it off and pressure testing it would be great, and that's probably what will happen. But for now, I think this will tell us a little bit. I don't know, put it in the comments if I'm being an absolute idiot, but this makes sense, I think. So, obviously, the plugs are well old, but they don't look bad. I don't know what I'm expecting. I was expecting it to be like filled with water and rusty, but they all just look a little bit dirty. See, look, this one's fine. This one, you see around there, around there is sort of like wet, but I'm pretty sure that's just oil. So I'm pretty sure that's fine. But yeah, this is the one we suspected was filling up with water. But yeah, it seems fine. And obviously last time we had it running, there was steam coming out of like the plug hole, and we think that water was coming out the plug hole. Either steam was coming out the plug hole or it was dropping down onto the exhaust. So not too sure. But either way, the radiator hoses were getting really, really pressurized. So I think it's going straight out the cylinder, steaming out because it's igniting underneath it and whatnot. So I don't know. Let's turn it over and see what it does. $120. And then let it all out. So we'll go all the way along and see what happens. 100. Right, this is the one that we think is bad. That's actually the most pressurized out of the lot so far. Interesting. 90. I mean, it's a bit all over the place, isn't it? 90, 140, 130, 100, 120. Like I say, I thought that was just gonna show me, you know, a direct answer. Don't know. I'm not actually a mechanic. I turn hexagons for a living, but I'm not a mechanic. But, Plugs back in, start it up, see what happens. Put some water in there. There's a lot of air coming out of that. Yeah, quite a lot. I think. Yeah, look. Just constant bubbling. Constant bubbling. So it is affecting it at some point. Like there's not that much air in there, you know what I mean? So yeah, the theory is correct. So just wanted to double check. So we're gonna have to probably pull this head off and, well, check again. Wow. I've never seen that before. You can tell it sucks it back in. I want to see if it comes out of that spark plug hole again. If I put that on, then the pressure come out that way. It didn't make a difference. And shortly after that, I had to leave, so I didn't actually get to finish the end of this video. And it is currently 1 a.m. Friday morning, so this video comes out in 14 hours. Yeah, I think we can conclude there is a head gasket failure. And it's sort of like contained in the cylinders and potentially not cracked around the spark plug like we said. So, I don't know. And that's what my theory is. It's just a blown head gasket. It's not, it might not be cracked in the spark plug hole like we thought. And we might be able to just take it apart, get it pressure checked, get it skimmed, bang it back on, carry on. Hopefully, that's what we're thinking. But yeah, there you go. There's some major progress on the E34, I guess. I want to get it running and driving within less than 4 weeks, which I think is doable as long as the head comes apart and there's no like, oh my God, we can't replace this, blah, blah, blah. The majority of the hard bits are done. Lewis is going to fix the wiring. We're going to get our wheels and tires sorted. I actually bought them for the E34. I think I mentioned in the video already. So yeah, they're going to go on this. That's what I'm going to be driving in the summer. Mainly this one. I'm hoping to get my Toyota on the road as well. But as you know, I'm a very, very, very busy man. And I can't do it all. But this one seems like the easiest task at the minute and the cheapest task. I know I asked for E34 coilovers to put on this, because that's the plan. Coilovers, wheels, clean it up, get it on the road. There's a nail on the wall. Yeah, 1 a.m. So I'm gonna get sorted, get gone, get this video edited in the morning, and then I will see you in the evening when this video goes live. So, did you think the Archers were going to be as clean as they were? Do you think we got a bargain for getting this car for basically free? I think we did. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you later.